This game right here is one of the best Roblox tower defense games, and it is heavily underrated. You should all try it. So we're gonna join the game. By the way, this is a voiceover, so the timing of what I say and what I do might be a little off. So we're gonna try the hardest mode on a hard map, just to showcase this game. Now this map is absolutely beautiful. I think everyone might be able to see that. It's a sort of pixelized game. You can see the units here. They also look like stunning, honestly. Man, that's nice. So they also have a bounty list, which you'll need at level 15. You can do a special map and mode. And here there's like achievements and badges to show off what you did, and you get rewards for them, which there's a lot to do. Even if you get all the towers, there's still more to do. So here we're gonna join Star Valley, which is a very beautiful map to me, probably my second favorite or favorite. And we're gonna turn our graphics all the way up because, I mean, gotta show how good it is, right? Man, that looks nice. Alright, we're gonna pick Growl. It's the hardest mode, and when you pick it, I know I didn't show it, but it shows you the estimated time of when you'll finish, which is something really cool that I don't think other tower defense games do. So in our top right you can see mana, and that's basically our base HP. So we are going to place Dragon, who is going to be our main DPS for this. We're not going to win, by the way. Don't get your hopes up, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to showcase this game. So you can see right below Dragon's like little UI thing, he has an HP, and he's able to be placed on the path, so when the enemies run into him, he'll lose HP. But HP is something every unit has, but he's the only unit that can be placed here. You'll see later, so for now I don't think I'll explain it. Now I fell down here and I lost HP for the player. So some bosses will attack the player directly, and if you fall off the map, then you also lose a life for that. And when you lose all 5 lives, you die and you can't do anything for 15 seconds, and all your units will do 50% less damage. So I'm here trying to upgrade my dragon right now, and you can see in the back here there's these little flowers. Maybe I'll showcase them later. See these little flowers here? They'll plant themselves in a random place, and they'll become my enemies later, which is not cool. So that little guy in the back, I guess not little guy in the back, he's big. He'll help us, but he'll become our enemy later. You'll see. So base HP, you can see that the enemies, like those little green slime things, they have 10 HP each. So being like, oh wow, so you can only tank 3 hits from that, you have no base HP. But they actually don't work like that. So I'll hover over this, hopefully soon, and basically all units have a threat level. So that slime right there has a threat level of 1. When you hover over it, that little skull mark below the HP bar is what shows you the threat level. So if they crash into my base, and I'll only take 1 damage. Now these guys are special. I don't have to kill them, they'll explode on their own. They're sort of meant as bait, unless they run straight into your thing, because they were all the way in the back. Now my dragon here, he died, so he'll be stunned for a pretty long time while he regenerates. So I'm just going to place an archer, who is the starter unit, but it'll be able to take care of it. And I'm also going to place a slime here to help heal, because he is a healer. But that slime also has HP, but the units won't be able to run over slime. So some enemies actually have attacks, and they can attack your units. So when the slime dies or the archer dies, it's the same as dragon. It'll be stunned and it won't be able to do anything. So one of the big things that you can see me do a lot here that makes this game to me very special is the moving thing. So lots of games you can just sell your units to get some money back, and you can place them later or something. But in this, selling is not an option. You can only move your units. Now I'm moving my dragon a lot because he is a melee tower, and there in the bottom on my dragon icon you can see a number counting down. That's the cooldown until I can move again. So moving can sometimes give you buffs for certain characters, Like, when I upgrade my dragon one more time, or two more times, sorry, he'll get a special ability that has to do with moving. And a character called Ninja, he also has a ability with moving. And something I love about this game that isn't really in other tower defense games, which can make them stale, is that in a lot of tower defense games, you can just go AFK midway through. It's not exactly an active game, and that kind of makes it boring. But here, you'll have to move your units a lot because the game does revolve around it, so you can always have something to do in the game. Now, on the left of every unit UI, you can see these little black squares with icons on them. Those are abilities. Almost all units have little abilities. For example, Dragon, the one I'm using, at the very top, if an enemy with more HP than he does runs into him, he'll get immunity for 6 seconds, but there is a 10-second cooldown, which makes him not, how do I say this, not immortal. So on the left, you can see is the thing with the 16-second cooldown, and the other one, that's a rune. After you hit level 15, you get to unlock runes, and runes make the game a lot more fun and not challenging, I guess complex. So runes do all sorts of things. The one I'm using right now strikes a laser every 20 seconds, but also lets my most expensive unit do 25% damage. There's other ones that give you more damage the faster you do waves, which is really cool. Now, let's see. Those flowerlies, maybe you can see them come back as like enemies. Now that big tree, Aoba, is helping us. He's spawning those little things sometimes. They're not very strong, but I mean, I guess it's nice, it's fun. What a friendly man. But he will turn on us later, as you'll see in this mode. So right now we're fighting off enemies, and that thing right there is a hidden. Not all enemies can hit it. If you've played other tower defense games, you might be experienced with these guys. And yeah, that guy right here has a 5 threat level, but he kills my dragon. So my slime is also dead, so I can't move him to heal my dragon faster. So this guy's gonna crash into our base, which is sad, but it is what it is. So he had a 5 threat level, so our mana goes down to 25 here. Yep. And we hope that our slime is fully healed. So we're gonna move him so our dragon can revive faster. And we also need to make sure that we are wary of those 3 flowers there, because they could spawn and become our enemies. Now, let's see. We have 3 goblins here. I'm gonna upgrade my slime probably. My guess is I'm upgrading slime. Nope, my voiceover mind. Yep, there it is. I upgrade slime because he killed my dragon. Don't upgrade slime. What am I doing? Come on. I know I'm right. I know I'm gonna upgrade slime. Come on. There it is. See? Alright, so I upgrade slime. Try to get my dragon up sooner. And a lot of enemies, they're probably gonna kill me. So we're probably gonna die soon, but I upgrade dragon luckily, and he has a new skill. This is what I meant when I talked about a skill that involves moving. So for this skill, when he moves, he does damage along the way. So you can see here, that really cool effect, by the way. He moves and he hits that thing. That's a flying unit. Sadly, my dragon cannot hit it, but its ability is able to hit it, which is kind of fun. So I'm able to kill it with the ability. But now I'm in a bad position because there's another one, and the moving cooldown isn't gonna allow me to move it enough to kill it, which is kind of sad. But I am able to kill everything else, so we're just gonna have to tank that wind spirit. But it's wave 18, and on the hardest mode, this Aoba guy becomes our enemy, which is really sad. And he's no longer gonna be helping us because the main antagonist of the third one has a curse on him. My dragon's dead again, and they're all running into our base. And that right there is GG's. But we didn't win, but I hope you were able to see just like how complex this game is, especially for a tower defense game. Some people think tower defense games are boring, and I can see what they're saying, But this game here is, I mean, honestly, very good for a tower defense game. Now we're going back to the lobby, and oh, that's perfect. Exactly 10,000 coins. Pretty cool. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys give this game a try. It's awesome, very underrated. And bye-bye.